Hi everyone, welcome back to Junubi Diaries. Sorry for inconsistency, we're trying to do better and we promise more content. I'm Maya.
And I'm Foni.
Foni is always laughing, but
I'm a very jovial person. I laugh a lot, I smile a lot. So I am smiling for you. Hi!
Okay. So you remember last time when we were talking about courtship and dating, yeah? There were some things we dropped and Foni here decided we're going to be on suspense. So today, she is going to tell us why the mbuzi has the accessories, why do men, it's the men that are asking for your hand in marriage that are supposed to eat the kaimot.
Not the man per se. Kind of like the whole, it's kind of like a community.
So we stop calling him the man, the groom.
But it's the man either way.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember I was supposed to clarify some things. So first of all, our dating process, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what happens, just in a very brief nutshell,
Yeah.
the guy expresses the interest
Mm-hmm.
to the chick,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, or the lady. Let me say lady, not the chick.
Yes.
Lady, classy lady. And then, so what the gentleman is supposed to do is supposed to write a letter. Yeah? That's the first thing. So
Wait.
I'm kind of like going through the process to explain the process on how you get to
What?
the point of eating the
Okay.
kmot.
You forgot
which is the
about the
peanut butter.
letter last time.
Did I?
You didn't mention the letter
Oh,
anywhere, so I'm
okay.
like, letter.
Let me
Okay.
take you guys back. Yeah.
Okay, for you.
So let's say, let me use you, Maya.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a Madi girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a man expresses an interest and he says, I want to settle down with Maya.
Yeah.
So what this guy does, he's supposed to, first of all, write a letter. He writes a letter, and this letter will be sent to your mom. Okay?
What if these guys don't know how to read and write?
What do you mean? What do you mean? I don't know. You'll find someone to write the letter.
Is it like mandatory for them to write a letter?
It's part of the process. Right?
Okay.
It's part of the process. Kind of like it's you're expressing your interest that you're writing a letter to tell them.
Because
I've seen
I've
seen a girl
Yeah.
in your house, and I am so and so. I'd like to come and take or pluck a flower from your house, right? So you write this letter to my mom or your mom, you're a married girl, and expresses his interest. So once he writes this particular letter, what happens? He'll get a friend or someone from his side to deliver the letter to your place. So once this letter is delivered, the other side, now your mom's side, will read the letter. They'll read it and respond back, telling them, okay, we've read the letter, you can come for an introduction on this particular day. So kind of like telling them this is the day you will come to meet. We will meet now, we actually know each other, right? So after that, it goes to the dowry process. After the dowry process, once everything has been settled, because there will be negotiations.
Wait, when the family approve of the letter and they write back, that means that your proposal has already been accepted.
Well, I think so, because I think when they accept, it means the proposal has been accepted, right? Because they're just telling you, we want to come and visit you, we've seen a flower, you know that the language that they use. We've seen a flower in this particular place, we've seen a spoon we want to take, we've seen those languages, right?
Wow. No, that's really beautiful.
Are you a flower? Are you a spoon?
I am not a desert flower, so yeah. No, but not a spoon.
Not a spoon, but anyway. So once they write back, like from now your side, like the guy has written the letter to your side, right? So you guys respond back and tell them, okay, we've received the letter. You can come on this particular day. So the guys will come. When they come,
So that's a little similar to ours.
yeah, when they come, then there will be discussions around what for the next meeting, because they normally give 2 meetings.
Okay.
The first one is introduction.
Yeah.
Joanna, you want to know each other, right? right? And the second one, I think, is when you have the actual dowry process, where you'll be told you have to come with this, you have to come with this, you have to come with this, and then when you come, you guys negotiate. After all the negotiations are done, and we both have like the groom side and the bride side, the bride to be and the groom to be side have negotiated with the dowry and the things they were supposed to bring. So what happens then? It'll be celebrated. It's kind of like a celebration, right?
Yeah.
So when they're eating the peanut butter with ugali, it's as a celebration of saying that this has been completed. This process has been completed.
Yeah, like more like a happy ending.
More like a happy ending. It's part of that particular process, right? And then there's also the goat.
Yeah.
So
before we move to the goat, the peanut butter, just the process of like having that peanut butter and ugali.
Yeah.
Is it symbolic in a way? Because I'm thinking because it's gonna choke.
It's gonna choke, yes. It's gonna choke. But I think it's something that it's a cultural thing that they've been doing for a while.
And that's why I'm wondering, is it symbolic in a way?
I think
the life you are entering is about it.
It might be symbolic, you know, it might be symbolic,
because
but I think it might be symbolic, definitely.
Yeah.
It might be symbolic depending on the context. But then what I've been told, because we're sharing from the perspective of what we've been told, right?
True.
We've been told that it marks the end of that process. It's kind of like, well, now this is something that you guys have to do, right?
Okay.
And I think, Mother, I know you're watching.
Yeah.
Please let us know in the comments. Najwa, you comment, you're always commenting. So please let us know. Is it symbolic? Does it mean the life you're going to will be
not going
handshake? It's not going to be easy. Because that might be how we might look at it.
Yeah, because
I
was just, it got me thinking.
Yeah.
Because it's definitely gonna choke and it's very hard to swallow.
It's quite hard.
Is that going to symbolize like it's not going to be a walk in the park?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
But Mom, let us know.
Probably.
Yeah.
And I know we also have like other viewers who from Madi who understand this, and you actually have gone through the process. But if you have a deeper understanding of that, please also let us know. Please make sure you comment down below and tell us, Foni, this is what it actually means. Because I know we've been told by our parents, right? We know the process and all that, but then maybe there's something deeper that we might have missed.
True.
We don't understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to bring us back, because right now we're discussing about marriage and courtship.
Yeah.
But if you look back, we used to have communities, like a community kind of setup where parents usually know when you're getting married, they make like the better decisions in terms of your marriage. But right now, we all know the instability in the country, so everyone is not inside the country. We are spread all over the world.
It would be so interesting, like, just to interrupt you, like if we have our brothers and sisters South Sudanese, maybe drop us a comment and tell us I'm commenting from Nairobi, from Uganda, from Australia, all those different places. Yeah, sorry.
We honestly would really love to
know. We would love to know how far
where
we've spread, because that's really important. I think that is one thing that is important.
Yeah, so I'm thinking in terms of being spread all over the world.
Yeah.
How is that changing our original idea of marriage in our society? Like the kind of partner you choose. Do your parents play a part in it? Like maybe from your own personal experience or maybe from what you've seen?
From what I've seen, not from my personal experience.
It's cool.
But I think it's changed a lot, right? Because we're not in South Sudan. That's number one.
Yeah.
We have a lot of us who are not in South Sudan. And you've lived a number of years outside South Sudan. Others are still interacting with South Sudanese, but there are not so many of them. So you're bound to interact with people who are not South Sudanese. And if you interact with people who are not South Sudanese, definitely someone you're interacting with right now can actually become your husband.
True.
Or your wife, and they're not necessarily South Sudanese. And I think sometimes because of the way we do things in South Sudan, the marriage process, with everything, parents might have an influence in how you choose your partner, or they might not necessarily have an influence. So I think with that displacement, let's say displacement and migration, it's changed. It's not like way before where you'd get a South Sudanese, you meet, and then you get married. It's very different. Yeah.
But there are incidents where you bring someone who is totally not a South Sudanese, and you introduce them to your parents. But because your parents,
they're still Koyo
they're
system,
still in that
I want a
system.
South Sudanese. You're left in that point. Of, okay, what do I do next?
What do I do next? Because you find marriage is just not, according to my own understanding, it's just not getting married for the sake of the community.
Married,
you want someone that you're comfortable with, someone you
click with, someone you can
you.
actually.
There is the vibe, and I don't think in their marriages they used to consider that one. There is attraction, like how much are you guys compatible? But you find you're compatible with a foreigner, unfortunately. And you try to convince your parents. I've had friends who have gone through this, and the parents just don't want that.
It's true. Like, and I think sometimes it goes back to us being comfortable, right? You're feeling that I'm comfortable with my daughter being within this bubble of South Sudanese because you understand the way South Sudanese operate and all that, right? And now you're thinking about getting into this new environment that is totally a new culture, and you have to get used to it. And I think that's where there's always conflict, because maybe our parents have our parents or aunties or uncles, whatever, they have a vision or they have a system or have a way of how they envision how you're going to get married, who you're going to get married to, what will happen. But then sometimes reality checks in and it's like, ding ding, manze, we're living in a world where you can't plan everyone's life. You can't envision it. In 10 years, Maya is going to get married to this man and she will just live with this man and she will just do this. You can't plan that. I mean, Corona
things
happened,
are changing.
Corona happened and things changed, right? So things are changing, but getting to that point of telling someone you have to change with how things are changing, it's very hard. But then at the same time, there's that cultural, when you our people value marriage, right? If we get married, they want us to know that you're getting married not for kucheza, you're not playing. It's a life commitment. And I think it's changing slowly. It's not changing totally. I mean, some traditions are still there, the dowry and all that, they're still there, but that perception of accepting other people is still very hard. But we can't also blame them, I think.
And in that part of reception, I think it can divert into two, because there is the total reception of foreigners, like people who are not South Sudanese completely, and there is the intercommunal marriage.
Exactly.
Like, you find out from Dinka, and maybe I fall in love with a Madi guy. I know it's going to be very hard telling my mom, moving from Dinka to Madi.
And I think it's everywhere. It's everywhere. I mean, when you look at it, even in Nairobi, in Kenya, we've seen all these things, right? We've seen the way, as a human being, as me and you, not even at them or anyone else, you get very comfortable with things you know.
True.
You're very comfortable with things you know.
Just always fear of unknown.
And then when you think about something that is totally unknown, you shut down completely. So sometimes that fear of unknown might be what is limiting how people interact, how people get married, how people do things. The fear of unknown. And at the same time, we can't. It's very hard to judge them or to blame them, but it's still it's my responsibility, I would say, to really think beyond my culture. Think about the other cultures as well.
And I think that's where communication comes in. How do you sit down with your parents and try to explain the changes that are happening in the world and why you think this guy is the perfect guy for you?
You may thank my mom.
She's a sweetheart.
I think we still need to get to that point of having conversations with our parents, right?
Yeah.
We have to understand where they're coming from, and they also have to hear us where we're coming from, right? Because I think at the end of the day, if we can have conversations with our parents and tell them this is what I think, and then they tell us that this is how it used to happen, then we won't constantly be clashing. Because I feel like sometimes we're just clashing. You feel like these people are coming from this generation, this generation, so when you have these ideas, they keep on clashing. But I think it's very hard for other people to have conversations with parents. But I think that's something that is needed. Communications
needed, very effective.
So
guys, thank you so much for joining in the conversation. We'd really love to hear your experience, or maybe you've heard from someone. Comment down below and let us know if you prefer such kinds of conversations. Until next time.
See you guys. Don't forget to comment, like, and share.
Thank you. Bye.